Hello, hello. I am so excited to bring you this class today. We are focusing heavy on the heart space, 360 degrees around the heart space. Why? Why are we doing this? The heart space is where we carry a lot of old experiences, right? Surrounding our belief in just how worthy we are of receiving love and how safe we are to give love. And this is also a space where we hold a lot of short-term tension. So we have those longer-term experiences and short-term everyday tension, right? We're sitting so often during the day, we're slouched over, we're literally closing off this area of ourselves. And things like back bending, twisting, bending side to side can really counter that and can really release all of that. And it's just such an amazing way to release that physical tension and that emotional tension. So we are working into all of that today. And so as we go through this class, I really invite you to just keep your awareness on this space, right? Try to breathe into this space. Try to make as much space as you can. Lengthen, let it go. And we are going to start in a child's pose. So go ahead. For this one, let's actually bring our big toes together and our knees together. So when we find that child's pose shape, we're going to have a little bit of a round through the spine. Arms can come forward. Relax the forehead. Relax the jaw. Relax the shoulders. And feel the breath moving through the back side of the body. Maybe trying to concentrate it around backside of the heart, in between the shoulder blades. And can you just let gravity do its work here and just let the body get heavy? And as the body gets heavy, notice how that spine rounds just a little bit more. Making more space through the middle back, an area where we hold a lot of everyday tension. And then on an inhale, you're going to come into a tabletop. So roll yourself up, bring the knees underneath the hips, and we're going to come from here into a supported up dog. So you're just going to crawl your palms forward, move those hips forward, and let them relax down. Palms are going to be under the shoulders, so maybe give yourself a little adjustment if you need. Relax the legs, and you don't want to feel any crunching in your low back. So can you pull your shoulders back and push your chest further forward? Think about really lengthening the spine. Push into your knuckles so you're not collapsing in those shoulders, right? You're giving yourself some support. Take an inhale. And then bring the hips back to the heels on your exhale. So feet can stay hips width distance. Just let the body relax. And then inhale to come forward, round the spine before you find your up dog shape. So you're kind of spinal waving forward. And then exhale, hips back, child's pose, relax the head. A few more times. Inhale. And exhale, bring it back. Keep it going, follow your breath. And try to really articulate each vertebrae as you move. Thinking about letting the spine be free, be fluid. Don't forget to move the shoulder blades and stay connected through your knuckles so you're still supporting yourself. Let the breath support you. You can take any kind of wiggles that feel good along the way. And let's take 2 more full rounds, full breaths. After that last breath, come up to a tabletop. So what we were doing there was kind of taking a more extended version of your cat-cow. And now we're going to move into a twist. We're going to thread that needle. So knees are under the hips. On an inhale, reach your right arm up, look up. And then exhale, thread the arm underneath the left, bring the right ear down to the ground. So keep those hips square. Feel that you're connected through tops of feet, through the knees. And notice if your left hip is creeping forward. The body's very smart. It wants to get into any position as easily as it can. So without even noticing, that left hip can come forward. It has like a mind of its own. So take the control back by taking your awareness back. Hips are square to support the spine. And we're isolating that twist in the upper body. Next inhale, push yourself back up. Right arm re-extends up, look up. And exhale, tabletop, all fours. Other side, inhale, left arm up, reach up. Exhale, thread it under the right, left ear down. So squaring off the hips. In any twist, you want like one end of the spine of your hips or your shoulders to be square, depending on where you're twisting. Right palm can push into the ground, stacking right elbow over the wrist, so that when you push, you're going to be able to lengthen that right collarbone a little bit more. Opening up the chest, reaching right shoulder up, and then looking up towards the shoulder, towards the ceiling, or just down by the hand if that feels better on your neck. Next inhale, bring yourself up, look up, left arm up. And exhale, tabletop, let it go. Come forward onto your belly for Sphinx pose. Actually, we'll do Sphinx next. Let's take a locust pose. So your arms are going to be by the sides, chins on the ground, palms face up. On an exhale, pull your belly in, push your pelvis down, and then inhale to lift your chin, your chest, your legs. Lift everything up except for your fingernails. And keep pushing down into your pelvis, into your pubic bone. So this is more about making length here. Think about reaching that chin forward and toes back. Pulling the belly in, pulling the shoulders down. Keep reaching chest forward. Hug inner thighs together and spiral them up towards the ceiling. That's helping us keep those hips square to support the spine. And then slowly release. And prop yourself up on your forearms. Forearms parallel. Elbows under the shoulders. And bring your feet together for this one so we can isolate our movement in the upper spine. Push down with tops of feet and pubic bone, and then feel for pulling forearms back, shoulders back as you move chest forward. Sphinx pose. So So this isn't going to look like much. So maybe, can you close the eyes and focus on that thoracic spine, so right in between the shoulder blades. And can you lengthen, 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 move it away from the pelvis. Keep breathing into the chest. Keep pulling belly in and pushing pubic bone down. Take one more inhale. And then release, exhale. Upward facing dog on your inhale. Palms under the shoulders. Push into the palms to lift upper body. Knees lift up. Push tops of feet down. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up, hips back. And you can move around a little bit here. If you want to pedal out the legs, stretch the hips. Take your time opening up back side of your body. Start to find stillness. Reach your tailbone up. Root the hands and the heels down. And keep your gaze in between your feet, somewhere in between your legs. Just keep the back of the neck long. And then start to walk your feet forward to meet your hands. Finding a ragdoll fold, so keeping the feet hips width distance. Find a little bend in the knees. Relax the head, relax the neck. Breathe here. Feel space through backside of heart. Keep the weight forward in your toes. Good, and then release whatever you're holding onto and keeping that bend in the knees. Round your way up to stand. Head's gonna come up last. And then bring the feet together, palms together, center of your chest. And we got 3 sun salutations. Sun A, inhale, reach your arms up, look up as you root your heels down. And then forward fold on your exhale, hinging at your hips. Hands to the mat, forehead to shins. Take a half lift on your inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, plant your palms, step back to a high plank. Let's hold it here and find our alignment. Palms are under the shoulders. Spread the fingers apart, push into those knuckles. Belly pulls in and separate the shoulder blades. Push yourself out of the shoulders. Legs are nice and strong. Reaching out from your heels. Take an inhale. And then chaturanga, exhale, lower halfway down. Elbows come to 90 degrees, no deeper. Make sure elbows touch those ribs. And inhale, upward facing dog. Push the chest forward and squeeze your glutes. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up, hips back. Hold it here and breathe. Reach the heels down. Kneecaps up. And inner thighs back. Sits bones spread apart and reach up towards the ceiling. Tailbone tips up. Get those hips nice and high. And then inhale, bend your knees, look forward, hopper step to your hands, take a half lift. And fold, exhale. Inhale to rise up, reach up, look up. Exhale, palms through center, arms by the sides, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Half lift, inhale, scoop your chest. Exhale, plant your palms, jump or step back, lower halfway down. Use your legs, keep them fired up. Inhale, upward facing, shoulders down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Belly in, ribs closed. Separate the shoulder blades. And then inhale, bend your knees, look forward, travel to your hands, half lift, and fold, exhale. Inhale, rise up, reach up, look up, mountain pose, exhale, arms by the sides. Last one, inhale, arms up, fold, exhale. Half lift, inhale, keep the weight in your toes, not in your heels. And then exhale, plant your palms, jump or step back, lower. Upward facing, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. Option here to take dolphin pose, lowering your elbows straight down, so forearms are still parallel. Push into the inner edge of your hand, into your inner wrist, and separate the shoulder blades. Roll them away from each other. So this is still an opportunity to open up middle spine, backside of heart. Push into your forearms so much that your pelvis lifts higher up. Legs are the same as your down dog. Kneecaps pull up, heels reach down. And then push into the hands, straighten out the arms, down dog. Use your next inhale to travel to the top of the mat. Take your half lift. And fold, exhale. Inhale, rise up, reach up, look up. Mountain pose, exhale, arms by the sides. All right, let's take Gosha's half moon. So you're still at the top of the mat, feet together. Inhale to reach your arms up overhead, interlace the fingers, release your index finger and your thumb. And then inhale to get as tall as you can. Lift the ribs away from the pelvis. And then exhale, bend it over to the right. Kick your hips over to your left. Push into your heels and squeeze ankle bones together. Squeeze inner thighs together. And jut your hips out to the left, little further, push them out. Inhale to come back through center, get tall, tall, tall. Exhale, go left. Belly pulls in. Ribs close, bottom ribs close. You want to keep this a perfect lateral stretch, so make sure shoulders are in one plane. Push out from your shoulders. You're reaching out like you're in a handstand. And squeeze your palms together. Reach out from the tip of your index finger. And then bring yourself back up. Whew. And we'll take a back bend. So reconfirm the strength through your legs, heels down. And then inhale to get tall. Exhale, move just your fingertips back. And then start to follow your thumbs with your eyes. Shift weight back to your heels and move sits bones to heel bones. Use your glutes, use your hamstrings. Puff your chest up. Keep reaching out from fingertips. And then slowly come up. Release the arms by the sides. Take a second, be still. And then we'll take a little balancing pose with a twist. So you're going to shift your weight over to your left foot and then just hug your right knee up into your chest. Find the balance for a second. And you can actually use this as a standing version of wind removing pose. So if you have the space, you can hug right knee in towards your elbow crease and grab opposite elbows. Hug forearms around your leg. Find the stability through the 3 points of that left foot. Ball of foot. Push the ball of your foot down, the center of your heel, and the pinky toe mound. And then you're going to bring this right knee just up in line with your hip. Flex your right foot. And then with your left hand, you're going to bring it to the outside of your knee. Right arm reaches back. So those hips are square again. And we're isolating that twist in the upper spine. And if you have the space, you can extend right foot out, grabbing outer edge of foot or hooking the big toe. Keep inner edge of left foot, of that grounded foot, pushing down. Hug inner thighs together and keep a lift through your chest, while simultaneously lifting back bottom ribs away from pelvis, making as much length through the spine as you can. And then let's bring it back center and shift to the other side, shifting weight to your right foot and hugging that left knee in. First, you can just interlace fingers, find the balance, find a straight spine. I always do this where I lean back. But keep shoulders in line with the hips. Find your balance through the 3 points of your right foot. And then you can go a little deeper if you did on the other side, constricting the blood flow from the hip flexor. That's what this pose does. So when we release, we get that rush, that flow of fresh oxygenated blood, bringing a little more life into the hips, which is always nice. Okay, go ahead, find your twist, knee in line with the hip, left arm opens up, and you can let that right hand just rest on your knee, maybe hooking outside of thigh, or extend the leg out. And really notice your hips here. You want to keep left hip in line with the right. You want to keep your knee in line with your hip. And this left arm in line with your leg. Everything lining up. Lift through the crown of the head. Shoulders away from the ears. If you've been hearing my washing machine during this, I'm very sorry. But as you might be able to tell by my outfit, it's laundry day. Okay, release. Come back center, top of the mat. Feet together, palms together. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then fold, exhale. Half lift, inhale. Step your left foot back, exhale. So you're in this low lunge. And then inhale, lift your arms up, high lunge. Hug those inner thighs. Find the 3 points of front foot and pull your back heel forward. Now you can keep it here or interlace your fingers up overhead and look up at your thumbs. Find activation through your glutes. Push into your front heel and squeeze that right glute. And then squeeze left glute. That's going to support you as you take a back bend here. So hug inner thighs, squeeze the glutes, and then inhale to lengthen. Exhale, move just those fingertips back. Make length, length, length. Squeeze the palms together. Reach out from the shoulders. Puff your chest up. And then slowly come up, and we'll take a twist. So palms together, lean forward, hook elbow to the outside of your knee, Look up over right shoulder. Keep inner edge of right foot down. Pull right hip back, left hip forward. Navel pulls in and up. Center of chest reaches forward. Keep that spine long. Take an inhale. And then hands down as you exhale, and we'll pop it up into a half moon. So pushing off into that right foot. Left leg rises up, left hip opens up. Left arm reaches up. Inner edge of right foot pushes down. Pull right kneecap up. Feel that thigh turn on. Keep flexing through left foot. Heel reaches back. Belly pulls in. Take an inhale. And then slow forward fold on your exhale. So bend that right knee a little bit. As you close the hips, feet come together. Forehead to shins. Take a half lift, inhale. And then right foot steps back. Exhale. Inhale, high lunge. Pick yourself up. Firm up your base. Feel your feet. Feel your glutes and your inner thighs. And find that mula bandha, right? That lift in the pelvic floor. Always be checking in with that. And pull your navel in and up. And then look up at your thumbs. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to go back. Keep inner edge of front foot down. Front heel down. Pull back heel forward. Keep hugging inner thighs together. Keep pulling left hip back. And then slowly come up and take your twist. So you want to make length along the sides of the body too. Feel the ribs extend away from your hips. You can push this elbow into your knee. Push your palms together, and that can help you open up your chest. So you want to stack your elbows and your wrists in one line so you can really get that push. Lengthen through left collarbone. Take a big breath in. And then hands down, exhale. Half moon, inhale, open up. So this is a pose that I love doing every single day. It's so good for just overall mobility. You're working on strength. You're working on flexibility. And you're targeting the hips, right? That big, big joint. You're opening your chest. You're using your core. Kind of gets everything. It's really good for strength, for balance. Okay, take a breath in. And then slow forward fold. Exhale. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, rise up, reach up, look up. Mountain pose, exhale, arms by the sides. Let's take standing bow. Shift your weight over to your left foot. Bend your right knee. Grab the inner edge of foot. Try to keep the knees together and the pelvis neutral, so tailbone down. And then left arm reaches up. Find your stability. Take a big breath in to reach the left arm up, up, up. And then exhale to kick into your back hand and charge your chest forward and down. Left fingertips reach forward and down. Push down with 3 points of left foot. Feel the ball of the foot, feel the pinky toe. Pull the kneecap up, pull the belly in. And then kick to come out. And take it other side. Shifting to your, right foot. Left knee bends, grab the inner edge of the foot. Right arm reaches up. Find that neutral pelvis, straight spine, and stability through your right leg. And then inhale, get tall. And exhale to kick, 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 kick. Chest goes forward, forward, forward. Lengthen your spine. So you want to feel for kicking from your glute. Use the glute to support the pelvis, the spine. Reach right collarbone, right shoulder, right fingertips forward. Keep your eyes locked. And then slowly release, kick to come out. And let's take a vinyasa. Feet together, palms together, top of the mat. Inhale, reach it up, get tall. Forward fold, exhale, fold from the hips. Half lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. Puppy pose. Lower the knees right down, hips over the knees. Extend palms forward and let your chest lower down. So think here about lengthening the chest, making it longer, making your armpits longer. Belly pulls in. Reach shoulders forward and breathe into the upper spine, upper back. Close the eyes, let yourself relax. Child's pose. Feet together. This time you can let the knees be apart if that feels good, and bring the arms by the sides. Relax the shoulders. Let the body be heavy. And then roll yourself up to kneeling for camel. So come up onto your knees. You can have tops of feet down or tuck your toes, bring the ankles up higher to you. Palms to your low back and feel your legs fire up. Sits bones move to inner knees. So find that motion so you can turn on your glutes, turn on your hamstrings, pull your belly in. And then lift, 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 ribs, up, 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 crown of head, up, up, up. Lead with the crown of the head as you start to look back. And you can keep it here, or bring both hands down to your heels and puff your chest higher up. So again, the goal is to make more length through the spine as you bend it back. Starting your movement from the top of the spine. So the hips are staying stacked over your knees. Your belly pulls in. Back of your heart puffs up, chest up. How much space can you make between your back bottom ribs and your low back, your pelvis? And then slowly come up. make your way onto your back, however you'd like to get there. And we will take bridge or wheel. So feet are down, hips width distance. You want to just be able to touch your heels. And then push your low back down. So feel your spine flat. And then push into your feet to lift your hips. And if you're taking wheel, push into the palms, lift the upper body up. So whichever variation you're in, find the 3 points of your feet. Push them down. Push your heels down and hug your inner thighs together. Push front side of hips up. Pull belly in. Keep the chest open. If you're in wheel, push out from the shoulders. Push into your knuckles. And keep your gaze in between your thumbs. Try to see your heels. Try to find maximum height here. So keep lifting those hips up, chest open. Breathe deeply. And then lift the heels lower down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring the arms up overhead, legs out long. Take a big breath in, get a nice full body stretch. And then exhale, bring yourself up to sit. And we'll take a seated forward fold. Feet together, hook your big toes or just grab your shins. Take an inhale and fold, exhale. Keeping the spine straight and keeping the fold in your pelvis. So if you need to bend your knees, then that's totally fine. You're still going to get the very same benefits, very same stretch. You want to lengthen the low back, so no rounding. Keep flexing toes back towards the face. Shoulders down, chest forward. And then open the legs up into a straddle position. And we're not going to take a fold. We're going to take a side bend. So right forearm down to the inside of your leg, left arm up and over. Keep the chest open. But you can relax your head. Left sits bone moving down. Left hip stays on the ground. And then come up. Other side, left arm down, right arm up and over. Breathe into right side hip. Right side ribs. Right side body. And then come up. Legs together, top of the mat. And we'll take a twist, planting right foot over that left knee. Keep it here, or bend the bottom knee, heel to the outside of the hip. Make sure both hips are down. And then inhale, left arm up. Twist, exhale. Opening to the right. Lifting through crown of head. Breathe into the chest. And then come back and take it other side. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Hips are square, so if needed, pull that left hip forward a little bit as you move left shoulder back. Lengthening left collarbone. And then coming back center. And let's take our final inversion. So you can take happy baby, you can take plow, you can take shoulder stand. Just find a posture that gets your legs above your head. And this is where I stop talking. And just take what you need. What do you need to close, to seal off your practice? And wherever you choose to be, maybe close the eyes and keep your focus on the heart space. Center of your chest. About 30 more seconds. So if you'd like to take any other pose, please do so. And keep that awareness on the heart space. Can you go in to your body? And through this awareness, can you soften? And then slowly start to release down. And find a comfortable seat. Bringing the palms together at the center of your chest. And close the eyes and take a bow, chin to chest. Honor yourself. Honor your practice. And honor the constant accessibility to love, compassion. Feel that. Notice how it lands in the body. You are capable of showing up to everything in your life with an open heart. You are capable of giving love, of receiving abundance. The divine in me sees and honors the divine in you. Namaste. And now, please take your Shavasana, lay out, take up space, and let everything settle. I'll see you soon.